Alex Bregman is making $35 million a year. Seiya Suzuki's making around 20. Ian Happ, same thing. Dansby is making like 28 million a year. And we're going to go over what they're hitting with runners in scoring position a little bit later. Welcome back to Clark and Addison, Born into the Ivy. I'm your host, David. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us some comments and a 5-star review on YouTube and or any audio platform. Sorry. The San Francisco Giants review. First off, I want to apologize. I'm doing this on a Monday. I took advantage of the day off. I would have done it last night, but my daughter graduated yesterday, high school, and I focused a little more on that. I did watch the game last night, at least part of it. But I like I said, I took advantage. I wanted to spend some time with her doing all that instead of preparing for the podcast, so I did that after work today. So I'm sure anybody who is watching would understand that, but I just wanted to let everybody know why. The Giants review, I don't have much to say outside of I don't care what the pitching does at this point. If the offense isn't going to score more than what they are, it doesn't matter. They scored 7 runs in the series, and they still won a game. If it wasn't for Pete, they wouldn't have. I get that Pete had his issues. I get that. But he had a really good series overall. This offense is terrible though. As overall, the offense is terrible. And they've got to figure it out. That's all I've got to say about the Giants review. That's it. It does sound like Matt Shaw might be coming back, which is good because Kevin Alcantara does not need to be on this team. If he is still on the team, if he went to Colorado with them, something's wrong. I understand that other players have had, including Pete, have had issues with getting picked off, like leading too far off or going on contact. You're a pinch runner. You are only on base because somebody else got on base and you went in there to be the good professional base runner. I don't know why they chose Kevin Alcantara for that. Dansby Swanson was on the bench. Kevin might have a bright future. I'm really doubting it at this point. But he got yelled at a lot in spring training because of, like, that was reported over and over and over. The Council kept getting on him. Council doesn't yell, but he was yelling at Kevin Alcantara like specifically because of his base running in spring training. And this is the guy that you choose to pinch run when you have other options? If you don't have other options, I can understand at that point. Because he is fast, but fast doesn't always mean it. He doesn't pay attention. And when that's your one damn job to do, that matters. And they lost the game. They should have and could have been able to win it, possibly, in regulation, like in the first 9 innings. But nah, man. He wants to just take off on a freaking line drive. It's obvious it's a line drive. I'm not saying he should have ran back, but he should have froze. Maybe he still would have been out. I don't know. But he was definitely out when you're just jogging back first after you realized, oh, I shouldn't have gone. All right. The Cubs have got to change their approach. And I'm going to keep beating this horse. But this is why. Right now, the Cubs are averaging 1.12 home runs per game. That's just not enough. And when your philosophy is all about pulling the ball and lifting it, and you only have 1.12, the Braves have 1.36. The Dodgers have 1.36. Seattle has 1.27. That is far more. And I know it doesn't sound like a bunch, but I'm telling you, it is far more. It is almost a quarter of a home run a game more for the Dodgers and the Braves. They're third, tied for third in home runs per game. Why those three matters? Because they're division leaders. The other three division leaders are the Brewers at .79, Tampa Bay Rays at .84, and the Cleveland Guardians at .94. They are 29th, 27th, and 23rd in home runs per game, but they are leading their division. So you're going to tell me that it's all about the home runs and it's all about the pull? That's past. Like, that used to be something that people wanted to do to gain an edge. But everybody does it now. So you're not gaining an edge. What these other three teams are doing are situational hitting. That's where you regain the edge. Average is starting to come back. Average freaking matters. Doesn't have to be overall average, but average with runners in scoring position. That's what's killing me. Listen to this. I know I went over this a little bit again, but Ian Happ is the best of the group I'm about to talk about. But Nico Horner, who was great at it before, he's 243 this year. Ian Happ is 205 with runners in scoring position. And he's striking out 37.5% of the time. 37.5. Alex Bregman, 173. He's striking out 22.6% of the time. That's gone up a lot recently. Dansby Swanson, 153, 28.4%. Michael Conforto, and I get it, he was on fire. You want to run with that a little bit when he's on fire. But for the guy who everybody is, oh my God, he's hitting 150 with runners in scoring position and striking out 33.3% of the time. And Seiya Suzuki, 136, 32.4% of the time he's striking out. Seiya Suzuki has 9 runs batted in with runners in scoring position and 68 plate appearances. Dansby at least has 18 and 74. These are pathetic. I mean, pathetic numbers. Absolutely pathetic. And inexcusable. These guys, except Conforto, are all getting paid way too much money to be doing that. And I only bring up Conforto because everybody's, oh man, I keep hearing too many people saying he should be the DH still. He shouldn't. He's not on fire anymore. The team sucks anyway, so why isn't Moball getting more reps and learning? At the very least, why isn't he? It's absolutely stupid that he's not. At least against righties. Stupid. This is why this stuff matters. And it's not like all those guys, or all 6 of those teams, are top 10 in pitching ERA. But it's not like that matters greatly. That's part of why they're division leaders. But the Cubs, who are averaging 4.59 runs per game for the season, 10th in the majors. However, since they lost May 9th to Texas, which was the game that ended the second 10-game winning streak, since that day, that's been 26 games, they have scored 88 runs, which is 29th in the majors. There's only 30 teams, folks. 29th in the majors in that span. That's 3.38 runs per game, which, real quick, would put the Cubs. Oh, I'm not there. Give me a second. I apologize. That would be dead last by almost a half run, which San Diego's dead last in offensive output. Dead last. And if you take 2 games out that they scored 10 runs, all of a sudden it's 2.83 runs per game for the other 24. That's just not good. Close to getting it done. It's pitiful. It's pathetic. It's worse than anybody else. and by far. So the pitching, yeah, it's an issue, especially the starting pitching. But it's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue still is the damn starting seven, the big core seven. Because really, Amaya and Kelly, the twosome of them, have been pretty solid together. Pete's been great lately. Michael had a nice run. Ian had a nice run. Where has Alex Bregman's nice run been? Where I don't think Sayers really had a nice run. He's had a couple of nice moments, but he's not had a nice run, a slew of games. I mean, it's just pitiful. The offense and the philosophy. Alex Bregman, I mean, I was not big on the idea of Alex Bregman last year when he flirted with that before he signed with Boston. And I'm being proven right now. I joined in the hype, like all the, hey man, this guy, he does all these different things and everything else. He will add all these other leadership qualities, but leadership doesn't. I mean, there's a whole lot of really good leaders out there that you're not paying $35 million to because they also can't play baseball. $35 million for the next 4.5 years. Something's got to change. I still think that hopefully it's in there. But right now, man, it's looking like we got duped. Jed's got to change his philosophy and then bring that down to everybody else. It just has to change. There's nothing wrong with trying to hit for power and do that in certain situations, normal situations. But once you get at least one out and there's runners on base, specifically second or third. First, I mean, it is what it is. I get it. But second and third, it's got to freaking change. Colorado Rockies preview. Probable starters on Tuesday will be Colin Ray. The three starters are kind of scary. J-Mo obviously isn't. I know he went on the IL. He's going on the IL. Not sure who's going to. I'm guessing Boyd will be coming back, but I don't think that's definite yet. So we'll see. Javier Assad did a great job last night coming in for Taillon. But we've seen that before too, and then he's fallen apart. So I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. Just reality is reality. Tuesday, Colin Ray, 5-3 at 4.59 ERA against Tomiyuki Sugano. I'm not 100% sure I said that right. I apologize if I didn't. 5-4 with a 3.98 ERA. Not too bad in Colorado. Wednesday will be Shota Imanaga. I'm scared to death for that. 4-6, 4.74 ERA against Michael Lorenzen, who is 2-8 with an 8.01 ERA. Bet the over, boys and girls, in all three of these games. Bet the over, man. And on Thursday, right-handed pitcher Edward Cabrera, a 3-3 with a 4.99 ERA against Ryan Feltner, who's 2-1 with a 4.22 ERA. The Rockies enter this series at 24-42, and having lost their last four games, they are 4-6 in their last 10, as are the Chicago Cubs. Neither team has a great starting pitching right now. The Cubs are ranked 28th in starting pitching at 4.83, with the Rockies ranked 30th at 5.92. They're more than a full run behind the Cubs, 2 spots back. So the bullpens are not quite the same. The Cubs are still ranked 9th, while the Rockies are 30th in bullpen as well. Rockies are averaging 4.3 runs per game, which should be good enough the way the Cubs are playing offensively right now, even in Colorado. I just don't have any faith in what's happening right now until it starts to change and there's like a 4 or 5 game span. I'm not buying into this crap anymore. I'll buy into individuals, but not the team, not the way the team is going. I'm still rooting for them. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to root until I'm just forever. That's just the way I am. I'm a Cub fan first and foremost, but that doesn't mean we can't be frustrated. Doesn't mean we can't be angry about it. Players of the week. PCA, not even question. 2 stolen bases, 4 home runs, 4 runs, 6 RBIs, 440 batting average, and a 1.401 OPS. Cherry on top, WRC plus of 290. Again, 100 is average. Ben Brown, starting pitcher of the week again. 1 game started, 5 and a third, 0 earned runs, 0 ERA, a 0.59 batting average against, and a 217 OPS against, a 2.36 FIP. Ryan Rollison. I went back and forth between Rollison and Jacob Webb. Jacob Webb was the relief pitcher last week of the week. Ryan, I'm going to go with him. 3 games, 3 innings pitched, 0 ERA, and this is why I picked him. 0 batting average, 100 OPS against, and a .77 FIP. He also had 50% strikeout rate, so he struck out 5 when he faced 10 batters. That's insane. So those 3 had a great week. Ben Brown and Ryan Rollison combined to help get the win against the Giants, along with Pete. The 3 of them were literally the reasons that we won that game. I'm David, and I thank you for watching and or listening. Please leave us some comments. Tell us what you're frustrated about as well. Everybody have a great day. Go Cubs, go.
Go Cubs, go!